Welcome back to The Grind. This episode is the first of a series of videos in which I review local skate parks. I begin this series with my local skate park in Malibu. For those unfamiliar with Malibu, it is a small beach city about 50 kilometers west of downtown Los Angeles in California. Malibu is on a narrow strip of land bordered by the Pacific Ocean to the south and the Santa Monica Mountains to the north. Malibu is 27 miles or 21 miles long, depending on who you ask. Even though the iconic gateway signs were world-famous spots for photos, the original signs welcoming people to 27 miles of scenic beauty were replaced in 2017. This is because the incorporated area of Malibu City is only 21 miles long. But don't worry, the remaining 6 miles are still scenic and still beautiful. They just are not in the incorporated city of Malibu. Anyway, Malibu Skatepark is adjacent to Malibu Bluffs Park, a 6-acre community park conveniently located at the intersection of Pacific Coast Highway and Malibu Canyon Road, across the street from Pepperdine University and overlooking the Pacific Ocean. The temporary skate park opened on July 3, 2020. I was there on opening day and was the first rollerblader to skate the park. I said it is a temporary skate park because a permanent skate park is being designed right now as I recorded this video. The preliminary design of the permanent skate park has been approved by the Parks and Recreation Commission, but will still require approval from the Planning Commission and the City Council before it becomes final.
Is that for real? You want to come over sometime? I don't believe a word of it. You don't believe me?
I am glad to report that I and other community members have participated in the design process, and California Skate Parks has been very responsive to feedback from the skater community. The permanent skate park will be amazing. I can hardly wait for its opening, which is estimated to be in mid to late 2022. I plan to review that permanent skate park in the future. But for now, I review the temporary skate park. Perhaps it's the educator in me, but I plan to review various skate parks according to a rubric in 5 categories. In the area of skateability, I give Malibu Skatepark a B-. The park has a variety of elements and obstacles for beginners and intermediate skaters, but there are no big and high obstacles for advanced skaters. The highest quarter pipe is about 5 feet tall and the bowl is less than 4 feet deep. I like the rails because they are sturdy, round and wide, which I prefer over flat or narrow rails in other parks. For a relatively small skate park, this one has many rails, which is a plus because I enjoy grinding rails more than ledges. This is more true in Malibu because the ledges have lousy coping that does not slide and is sharp. I've cut my shins a few times on the coping. I really hope the permanent skate park will have coping that is not sharp and actually slides. I know the permanent skate park was designed with flow in mind, which is great because this temporary skate park just doesn't flow well. Oh, and bicycles are not allowed. In the area of access, I give Malibu Skatepark a C. This is because, unlike other skate parks in the region that are generally unfenced and open from sunrise to sunset, Malibu Skatepark is only open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The city adjusts the hours based on the sunset time depending on the seasons, but it is still open only 8 hours per day. Additionally, all skaters must have a reservation to use the park. Skaters can reserve a 2-hour skate session through the online reservation system every other day, up to 1 week in advance. Because each skater must register with a separate email address, this makes it difficult for families with young children who may not have an email address. The park's reduced capacity is 12, but if you don't have a reservation, you may take your chances as a walk-on. At the moment, the park is supervised by city staff, and skaters are not allowed in without helmets or face masks. It is my understanding that the reduced capacity, reservation system, and park supervision by city staff are in place because of COVID, but are not intended to remain in place permanently. In the area of cleanliness, I give Malibu Skatepark an A. The park is still very new and all the surfaces and obstacles are clean and in good condition. Additionally, there is very frequent disinfecting of high-touch areas to prevent community transmission of COVID-19. I commend the local skaters and the City of Malibu staff for maintaining a clean and safe park. In the area of amenities, I give Malibu Skatepark an F.
An F? He gave me an F!
This may seem like a harsh grade, but there are really no amenities in the temporary skatepark. The nearest water fountain and restrooms are far in the adjacent Bluffs Park. There is not a single bench inside the fence for skaters or outside the fence for spectators. Fortunately, there is a plan to incorporate in the design of the permanent skatepark a picnic area with benches, tables, shade structures, and landscaping with native trees and bushes. In the area of vibe, I give Malibu Skatepark an A. The local skaters are very chill and the park is very kid-friendly. I've seen skateboarders, scooter riders, and bladers, young and old, experienced and beginner, share the park respectfully. If you have visited Malibu Skatepark, share your experience by leaving a comment. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to support this channel. Thank you for watching.